We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Patriots coming in at 5-6, going up against the Bills, who come in at 9-2. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium, here in Foxborough. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, and they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got time in the pocket. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general. And they'll run it here. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. Carlos Williams, he's going to need to make this engine go today.
And he's worked on both sides of the football in his career. Started out as a safety in college, now a running back, and he runs with great leverage and thump.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Terrence Knighton's nickname, Pot Roast, was given to him, and he didn't like it at first. Now he says, don't call me Terrence. Holds down the middle against anyone trying to run the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And the play clock's running down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
Tough spot for the offense, 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it brings up 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside with one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
This is Lewis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Benjamin Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll set up to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. A chance for us now to look at this Bills defense again. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit 2 ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Surveying the field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. He'll take it at the 42. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now. And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So they're operating in the red zone. They go play action here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, with a juke. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's caught outright, Amendola. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
As if he didn't have enough enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it. Decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
They run. This is Lewis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Second down following the run. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. And a tight ball game here. And in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, it's Lewis. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll get it down the this time to the 17. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
And now out come the Bills. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver, and on that play, it was batted down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slides.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. He couldn't quite hold it, got hit, ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going.
Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now back to throw. Finding time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll go on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here we go now.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 63 yards.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got time. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking to throw, and Watson has it right side. Give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Yeah, here here come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devin McCourty picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And right now I take my rudimentary kindergarten skills and draw where the tackle box would be because that was close. I thought he was in the tackle box. He has to be very careful where he gets rid of the football for that spot.
Yeah, they say there was a receiver in the area, though.
Yeah. There's always a receiver in the area.
Defense.
Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards.
I got trick this side. We got three. Watch number 12. Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Zach Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Let's go! Green, gone!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. He's got him in. Complete. A big gain there for the Bills. 39 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred. Still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the I. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of balls.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football? Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you're doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
We got three, fellas. Here we go now. Green, third.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And 2nd and 10. He'll nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble lost.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go. Boom, Landy.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Green 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills. 32 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Again, we'll see the pistol here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll look to set up his blockers. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Double tight, guys, double tight. You got 4. You got 4.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel?